Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Glory, and in today's video it's all about African threading hairstyle. So I'll be showing you guys step by step from the beginning to end, and this hairstyle it's so easy. Anyone can achieve, either you are beginner or not. But if it's your first time to stop by, hello, thank you so much. You are welcome. Before you leave, kindly consider subscribing and turn on notification bell. And don't forget to share this video with your loved ones. This hair, you may decide to style it immediately after you wash your hair, before you blow dry your hair, because this hair does a good job when it comes to stretch your hair. And I'll also use all sun gel to apply on my hair every time after I part the line, and I reduce to part line again to get clean and neat line. I use Brazilian wool and I use 2.5 packs. This is the length I'll be using in each section, and each section I use 9 strands, but you may decide to use more or less if you want your section to be bigger than mine or to be smaller than mine. The way I start to braid here is I use the wool and the third section be my natural hair. Why I started to braid, because I don't want this wool to slide out. Here I make sure it's well secured and the wool hold my hair well. So after I finish braid, I take another 3 pieces. These 3 pieces, they are longer because I want to wrap this section till end. So slowly start wrap, and when you are wrapping, you have to wrap gentle because you don't want to cause any tension. And here I keep wrapping till I finish this wool. And when you are wrapping, if you find like the wool you're using to wrap is too short, you may decide to add another 3 strands, then keep wrapping. But if you start to wrap with 2 strands, when you have to add the same amount of strands so that the section can be even. So again, I take 9 strands. I braid just normal braid like the way we used to braid box braid. I braid till end of my natural hair, but you may either decide to braid more short or more longer. That is your option. Then I take 3 strands and then I hold almost end of these 3 strands. Then I start wrapping. And you may use any kind of wool, not only Brazilian wool. You may use even other kind of wool. You may use like baby wool. You may use all kind of different wools. The result, they are the same. So after I wrap till end, I take 1 strand and I make sure I secure twice to make sure this section is well secured and the hair will not unravel before time. So this is how I braid in front. As you can see, it's different way I hold the wool compared with back section. And I also do the same thing, that I braid till almost end of my natural hair. Then I take another 3 new strands and I use to wrap. And in this style, you may decide either to cut more longer wool if you want your section to be more longer, or you may decide to cut more short if you don't want to create this front look here. So here I am done with braiding, and the next part is how to style this hair. Of course, you cannot leave this hair like this way. You have to spice up a little bit your look to make it look a little special or a little complicated. So the way I style here is I just put any section under or on top of other section. It's just to create something a little bit complicated. It's make a look that is a little bit hard for someone to explain, like how do you braid this style. So you may decide to take some section, put some under, and while you pick another section you put on top, and make sure you make them pass from one section to another. And I do the same thing even in back section. As you can see, I just pick from down, and every time when I pick, I make sure the section I pick, I make the section cross to other sections, either on top or under, and then I pull on top. It's not necessarily to follow like what I did or what I'm doing here exactly, but you may change your ways. You may either decide to lock every section and to make like a wire or whatever, like no formula here. Just make sure you make something complicated only. So after I finish do this, of course you cannot leave them like this. You may either decide to use another wool to keep wrap them together, or you may decide to take needle and Brazil wool, then just seal them in. And I find this is more easy way, especially if you are braiding your hair by yourself. But if you help somebody or somebody helps you, then you may decide either to take more wool and keep wrapping. But if you do it by yourself, the easiest way is just take needle and wool and keep seal them in. So here you may decide to seal any way you want. The point here is to make sure you put all the sections together and you seal them together. Even if I release my hand here, the style still well and well organized. So I just keep do the same thing, even side to side. And every time after I finish style, I take wool and I seal them in. And after I finish this, I take another wool and I make sure I finish all the ends of this remaining wool at the top, so that I can make my band in front here.